Okay, so it's Friday, May 16th. We're in the lesson study, Illusions, Images, and Symbols. And as per usual on Friday, it's Further Thought. There's an excerpt here from The Great Controversy Ended. That's pages 669 to 671 and 676 to 678 in The Great Controversy. If you'd like your own copy of The Great Controversy, contact your local Seventh-day Adventist church. They'd be happy to provide you with one. Just like the lesson study, if you'd like one, contact the Seventh-day Adventist church. They'll give you one. Or you can go to the App Store and download it. Look for Sabbath School Quarterly. Download the app. Satan, once a covering cherub, sought to destroy confidence in God's throne. God had allowed fallen angels to continue in their rebellion to show the universe the depth of wickedness that come from self-exaltation. And while Satan managed to deceive the human race into joining his war against God, Christ utterly defeated him at the cross, securing a place for humanity where fallen angels once stood. Sinners in Christ publicly turn against Lucifer's claims. The final scenario is in some ways an even greater revelation of God's goodness and love than had existed prior to Lucifer's fall. Though God never ordained that evil should exist, and it is a tragedy with eternal consequences, when it's all done, the goodness and love of God will be revealed in ways they otherwise never would have been seen. Christ looks upon the redeemed, renewed in his own image, every heart bearing the perfect impress of the divine, every face reflecting the likeness of their King. He beholds in them the result of the travail of his soul, and he is satisfied. Then, in a voice that reaches the assembled multitudes of the righteous and the wicked, he declares, "Behold, the purchase of my blood. For these I suffered, for these I died, for they might dwell in my presence throughout eternal ages." And the song of praise ascends from the white-robed ones about the throne. Worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power and riches and wisdom and strength and honor and glory and blessing. That's Revelation 5:12, and that was an excerpt from The Great Controversy, page 671. Discussion questions. Imagine standing before God with every flaw, every character defect, every wrong act, every wrong thought, every wrong motive fully exposed before him. What would you rightfully and fairly deserve? Well, the wages of sin is death. We would rightfully and fairly deserve hellfire. What then is your only hope? Well, Jesus is our only hope. Why must we have the righteousness of God through faith in Jesus to all and on all who believe, covering us now and in the judgment when we need it most? In short, why do we need the gospel? Because Jesus said it himself. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man gets to the Father but by me." I heard one pastor, his name is Alistair Begg, give an example about the thief on the cross that was saved. He gets to heaven and the angels are there saying, "How did you come to be here?" And he said, and this is the only answer that really matters, because the man on the middle cross said I could be here. If you try to defend yourself, I deserve to be in heaven because of X, Y, and Z, you're wrong. You're lost. The only answer of why you're in heaven is because Jesus died for me. That's it. Because Jesus said I could be here. Question number 2. As we have seen, John the Baptist played the role of a seraph in burning and shining lamp. He was, of course, the forerunner of Christ, heralding the Messiah's first appearance. How did God's last day people hold a similar prophetic role? Well, there again, that's Matthew 28. That's the great commission. We're supposed to proclaim the gospel through all the world. Sorry, that was weird. Okay. Felt like I inhaled like a puffball. Sorry. Okay. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to share the gospel with anyone. And if they get mad at you, well, that's their problem, not yours. Just you do what God said, and you'll be fine. All right. Have a nice weekend. See you on Sunday.